While skipping Kinich might seem like a good idea for now, that decision might not hold up for long. Have you noticed a pattern in the latest Natlan character releases? It's not just about the Night Soul points. Alhaitham and Nahida already dominate Dendro reactions, so why do you need another Dendro DPS? But there are always two sides to the coin. What Nahida and Alhaitham don't do well. Welcome to another Before You Pull video. Today, our contender is Kinich. Now aside from the hype, before you pull him, you should know. He could either be a waste of Primogems or not. Let's find out today. Kinich is a unique Dendro DPS with a playstyle focused on high mobility and burst damage. His grappling hook lets you swing around the battlefield, landing fast attacks and generating Night Soul points. These points are key. They fuel his Night Soul blessing state, allowing him to deal massive damage bursts. And while you're watching this, seeing him deal some insane damage, you might be thinking, he's gonna change the meta. Well, that's not quite true. But what is true? You can make that like button glow. Anyhow, Dendro is an incredibly valuable element, and every Dendro character excels somewhere. The Dendro Traveler is the most powerful traveler we've ever seen. So, competition is fierce for Kinich. Alhaitham and Nahida already dominate Dendro reactions, so why do you need another Dendro DPS? But there are always two sides to the coin. What Nahida and Alhaitham don't do well are pyro-related reactions. And this is where Kinich shines. Now, you might be thinking, but we already have a Dendro character who excels in burning. Well, here's the catch. They both can work really well together. What Kinich brings to the table is insane mobility on the battlefield and absurd damage like we've never seen before in Genshin Impact. This alone makes him a high-value character. But Kinich has more to offer, things that many players are sleeping on. But before we dive into that, remember, Kinich will only bring value to your account if you know what you're doing. And to know that, you might want to hit that subscribe button. Have you noticed a pattern in the latest Natlan character releases? It's not just about the Night Soul points. They work so well with Pyro. It's almost like they're made for the Pyro element. And who's the next Archon coming out? Yep, Pyro. The Archons are always the best supports for their element, and Bennett is not Pyro Archon, so Pyro Archon has to be stronger support than Bennett. But it's becoming clearer by the day. The Pyro Archon is going to work incredibly well with the Natlan DPS characters in ways we haven't seen before. Even the Cinder City artifact set is giving us hints with that 28% elemental damage bonus when paired with Natlan teammates. So, while skipping Kinich might seem like a good idea for now, that decision might not hold up for long. You can put your opinion, if you disagree with me. To maximize Kinich's potential, you'll want to pair him with Pyro supports like Bennett and Xiangling. Bennett's attack buffs make Kinich's damage skyrocket, while Xiangling's Pyro application ensures constant burning and Burgeon reactions. You could also pair him with Hydro units like Yelan or Kokomi for Burgeon reactions, or even Electro supports like Raiden's Shogun for Hyperbloom setups. Kinich's flexibility in reaction-based teams gives you a lot of options. And if you're one of those rare species that pulled for Emily, you can create some insane burning teams with him. This section will be covered again, with more details in Kinch Guide video. If you're still watching the video, you should subscribe. So, should you pull for Kinich? If you're someone who loves reaction-based gameplay, enjoys high-mobility characters, and agrees with the points I've made, then Kinich is definitely worth the investment. You won't regret it. However, if you already have Nahida or Alhaitham and are saving for the Pyro Archon, you can safely skip Kinich for now. And if you've already pulled for Mualani, you're in a great spot. But only if you use her passives the right way, with the optimized build and perfect teammates. Watch this video to know more.